Welcome back to Chicago Independent Television. We'll now join Chicago justice activists who gathered to celebrate charges brought against torturer and former Chicago Police Commander Jon Burge.
It's a wonderful day when justice takes its course. Okay, it's a wonderful day. I spent 11 and a half years on death row for a crime I didn't commit, and I was exonerated last year. I wasn't tortured by Burge. My thing was dealing with a corrupt judge that led to me going to death row. But while I was on death row, I was there with many individuals who were tortured by Burge. Some of them being Leroy Orange, Aaron Patterson, Frank Bounds. And Frank Bounds is one prisoner that was on death row with me who didn't make it out. He died of cancer. And I remember quite clearly when we was on death row, he told me that the police put a bag over his head. And he told me they hit him with a phone booth. And I just want to say on his behalf, it's truly a wonderful thing. And wherever you at, Frank, I know you're smiling. And I just pray that something like this, like Reverend Justice Jackson said, doesn't happen again. And one thing that I feel should have happened was he should have left the courtroom in handcuffs. You know, I really feel he should have left in handcuffs. That's the only piece that I felt should have been. The rest was all in sync. But it really would have been nice to see him walk out with handcuffs, seeing what he put so many of us through, and sent us through the gauntlet with handcuffs for something we didn't do. Thank you very much.
And I just wanted to say, this is such, when I was walking over to the demonstration, so excited to come to be with all of you, all of the activists, the lawyers, all of our protesting for such a long time. I came to the struggle visiting people on death row, like Ronnie Kitchen, like Stanley Howard, who unfortunately is still in prison, like Graylin Johnson. They were all tortured onto death row. That's how I came involved in this movement, and that's how we have to keep staying involved in this movement. There are still men incarcerated. We need to be activists that go out there and bring their voice out into the community, writing about them, doing demonstrations at Anita Alvarez's office, and demanding that they all deserve new trials and new hearings. We are not going to stop. But I do want to say that as I was coming over here, I was thinking about how miraculous this jury was in finding him guilty, because you think of the Sean Bell's killers that got off, Rodney King's, you know, the people that beat Rodney King, that they were acquitted. And I was just so tense when I knew that they were coming out with a verdict, because I was worried that he might not be going to jail, because so often, as we know, cops don't go to jail. And we're going to see this one go to jail. And that's our victory. That's our victory. We did that. And you know what? We all spend all of our time doing what? Mostly trying to get justice for people incarcerated, trying to get them hearings, and trying to get them out of jail. But this is one time that actually we feel pretty darn good sending somebody to jail.
I'm Andy Thayer, and you're watching Chicago Independent Television.
I see the soul of a nation, must be true 'cause I've seen it on TV.
Chicago Independent Television is not brought to you by Coca-Cola, whose logo is stained red by the blood of murdered Colombian labor union organizers. Learn more at killercoke.org. Coke, the drink of the death squads. Nor by McDonald's, environmental destruction, unhealthy food, low wages, and repressed labor rights. And lawsuits against people who talk about it. Learn more at mclibel.org. McDonald's, I'm not loving it.
Does Verizon hate freedom? Let's find out.
Well, Verizon censored cell phone text messages sent by national pro-choice political activist groups. So yes.
There you have it. Clear evidence that Verizon hates freedom. Help protect internet freedom. Visit these websites to learn more and get involved. Verizon, we never stop censoring for us.
I am a soldier who survived the fear of facing Uncle Sam and saying, "Sir, no sir. I won't fight for lies. Forgive me, wounded soldier, for not being there to ease your pain. I'll try on this end to bring you home now."